Batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton, he shoots a pointed gaze at us. No! Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, brushing it off without a care. Well, you're just a carefree person. You're in the middle of a class and should start working. I'm the one that said to be quiet, though. That's right, Chan. What? That's right. Hey, Chan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? I could have been my eyes playing tricks. It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchanged between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who is also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? Hey, Chan, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me, looking after the girl who left? No, nothing. Dot dot dot. Why does she have her mouth open, but dot dot dot? Okay, well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. Do you want to have lunch together then? Sure. Dot dot dot. Yay! Wah! Okay, Jan, perfect. The rest of classes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Before I have the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop work. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything. Dot dot dot. Yes, it is, Hichan. Impossible. Really? Really. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really, Shizune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she is doing? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing, and it will take some time to get used to. Ditch him, Hisao. Did too much for you. It's not a contest, because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. Dot dot dot. Are you sure, Hichan? Very sure. Dot dot dot. Ah! You're wrong, Hichan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. Ah! Shizune pushes her glasses off the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. God, I want to ditch him so bad. I'd argue more about the bell rings, and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. I'd almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. Dot dot dot. Where do you want to eat? The cafeteria? Ah! That's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? Well, I guess. In my old school, I liked to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there is a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Shizune and Misha pulls me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in classroom or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had boxed lunches. After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. So, Hichan, you want to know about clubs and stuff, right? Right? Dot dot dot. Right, Hichan. Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again and Misha straightens her posture as she is about to deliver her speech. Hichan, you have anything you're really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the team's players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot. There's a book club, right, Hichan? Right. But It seems like they have all the members they could possibly have right now. Sorry, Yu-chan, it's a really popular club. ... Ah, okay. But more to the point, Yu-chan, does this mean that you don't have anything already in mind? Not really. ... Good. Great. That's great, Yu-chan. Really great. Ha ha ha! Wah! What am I doing with my life? Why is it so great? No reason. Well, Yu-chan, other than clubs and the upcoming festival, there is one other thing. Student council! I see. I didn't know this school had a student council. That was a very melodramatic setup, though, just to tell me that. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this, because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it, and Misha's laughing. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion. In a manner of speaking, after all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says. ... Ha 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 ha! Hmm? Right? Right. Etienne, maybe you should join the student council. They can use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join. Why? Well, for one, we can hang out every day, Hichan. Shichan and I are both in the student council. Actually, Shichan is the president. I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glass and signs something to Misha. ... Ha 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 ha! Of course, we're not trying to get you to join because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try and get you to. So you're admitting that... ... Ha ha ha! No, we admit nothing. I mean, Ichan, of course, it would be nice if you joined, and we appreciate it. But even without all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one school. Yep, it's true, Hichan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, Hichan? I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they are already pretty cute to begin with. You're admitting that? Well... ... So it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, Hichan. What? No. No! Aw, see, Hichan? Of course it wouldn't go so easily. Yep, that's right, though. It would be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh well, Hichan owes me candy now. You were betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here. Shizune seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs it to her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes. Wahaha! That's interesting, Hichan. Let's play a game. That's not what I said. How about Rich Man, Poor Man, Hichan? If you lose, you have to join the student council. No, absolutely not. Aw, why not? Well, because you two both have the same incentive and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? Yep. Yeah, that isn't my goal, but what this means is that both of you can team up and I'll be at a clear disadvantage, so I will have to decline. Ichan, I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us? And what would we pull something so That makes me sad. Sorry? It's hard to tell where Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council. No! How about a game of paper football instead of Rich Man, Poor Man? Paper football? Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You can make a paper triangle and then you try to shoot it past goalposts that the other players makes with their fingers. Yep, this is definitely in Japan. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, Hichan. And it's also played by elementary and middle school children, Hichan. Wahaha! That means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men. More like the boys from slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it. Ah! Yeah, that's true. How did you know, Hichan? Shizune frowns at me. She told me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. These two are they're one group of people that I don't want to keep voice acting. Jesus, the dots and the wahahas. They're getting to me, man. They're getting me. Chew this vital out. It'll consume you. Ah!